Words like philanthropy, altruism, and humanitarianism, when put into practice, contribute to the betterment of society. We'd like to welcome Sandy Morkel, President and Change Agent for Solutions for the Greater Good. And let's welcome back our good friend LaVonda Brown, Executive Director for the YWCA of Greater Charleston. Ladies, it's so good to have you. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And Sandy, tell us a bit more. You know, certainly you're no stranger to the YWCA, but tell our audience a bit more about your company and how it helps organizations around South Carolina.
Great. Well, yeah, Solutions for the Greater Good is a consulting firm that works specifically with nonprofit organizations and also public-private partnerships. And we help organizations that have great vision to be able to realize that vision.
Yeah, and how, I mean, this is a wealth of knowledge and connection to the community that the YWCA, that's embedded in its philosophy.
Yes.
So tell us a bit more about your collaboration and just working with Sandy.
Well, this year Sandy is actually an honoree for our What Women Bring events. Sandy and I have been working together on projects with homeless individuals, with the Mayor's Commission, with fundraising. She's on the SJREC
Solutions
for Social Justice, Racial Equity Collaborative. So we kind of run into each other a lot. But so we work not exclusively just on projects together, but in the community as a whole. And so it was very exciting for me to see that the community had nominated her as our entrepreneurship honoree.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And maybe you could talk a bit about the impacts that your organization has had on other organizations and the betterment of society for the greater good.
Well, you know, we worked with so many different organizations over the years, but some of the things that I'm working on now is Star Gospel Mission, a 120-year-old nonprofit that is working to expand their reach to be able to house triple the amount of men that they serve and add a women's component for the first time in a long time.
That's great.
And things like the Hope Center that LaVonda and I have worked on to help provide services and needs for the people who are experiencing homelessness right now and can't get into.
How is that situation? I mean, you hear stories. It's tough times right now, especially with inflation. How is that impacting members of the YWCA and members of the community that you see? Yeah,
well, in the community as a whole, it hasn't gotten, I mean, it gets better, but it really continues because people are constantly, the economy is changing. My background is in homelessness for 30 years prior to moving to Charleston, and so I'm always jumping on board when there's a cause that has something to do with housing, particularly affordable housing. So as communities like Charleston grows, you are finding people that may not necessarily end up homeless, but they're certainly at risk.
Right.
And so programs like that are very important.
And it also, it just goes to show how very important your work is to organizations that help individuals and families and people trying to get on their feet. But as they say, heavy is the head that wears the crown. So as an honoree, what is that like for you? And congratulations on the new title.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And it's so funny because I actually nominated someone for the award and ended up getting the call from LaVonda.
She was so excited. So nice. She thought my call was to tell her that her nominee won, and then I told her, "No, you have been honored."
Boomerang of karma.
And then she got quiet. She's like, "What?"
Yeah, I'm sure. So what do you do with that title? How do you take that and put it into your work in the next year?
Oh, well, you know, I mean, my life is just dedicated to helping people in our, you know, that's my life's vision. That's my life's work. It's my purpose here on the earth. So I think the exposure from this can help shine the light on organizations that I'm working with. But certainly it's not about me, it's really about what we're put here on earth to do.
Indeed, yeah. And of course what we're talking about is the annual What Women Bring.
Yes.
And that event is happening on Wednesday, September 25th at 11 a.m. It's at the Conference Center at Thornley campus at Trident Tech.
Absolutely.
Okay, so tickets are still available?
Yes, sponsorship is available now. Tickets will go on sale in about a week.
Okay, great. And for the next wave of honorees, do you just contact the YWCA, contact you to nominate?
Oh yes, so nominations will open right around Women's History Month.
Okay.
And if not sooner.
Which is?
In March.
March, thank you.
So nominations
I was just about to say March.
Yes, nominations will open so we get an opportunity to really that event will be a catalyst for, really, when people are in the room, they're going to be like, I know someone that should be honored.
Yeah,
And so we want to capture that momentum.
Raising women up.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, LaVonda. Thank you, Sandy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're back after this.
Appreciate it.